What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenna. I'm a certified personal trainer, online fitness coach. Today's video is gonna be a good one that you're gonna wanna save. You're gonna wanna keep this video in your back pocket. Take me to the gym with you because I'm showing you my full 5-day workout split. If you didn't know, I also went on a 30-pound weight loss journey of my own, and I'm still maintaining that to this day while also trying to slim down a little more. So currently, as I'm making this video, this is the 5-day workout split that I've been doing. Now, I will say this split is pretty intense, so you wanna make sure that you're resting enough and eating enough to support your training. And if you want to take away a day, you can totally do that as well to make it a little easier. But enough of me yapping, let's get into the workouts. So obviously we're kicking things off with my Monday workout, y'all. And honestly, if I'm honest, sometimes I start with upper body, sometimes I start with lower body. It just depends on how I'm feeling that week. And this Monday was my upper body day, starting with this 45-degree incline shoulder press. These are pretty difficult to progress in weight each week, so I just try to work on making sure I have a really tight form on these and get as many reps as I can. Then we're doing a machine chest press. I love this movement because number one, it's stable, and number two, it's on a machine, so it's perfect for my beginners or my shy girls. And being in this fixed seated secure position really pushes you to go as hard as you can. Next, we're headed over to the cable machine to do a single arm kneeling lat pull down. And this is one of my favorite movements because for some reason it's just really fun for me to do. And to get the most out of this movement and really feel your lats, you want to think about bringing your elbow to your hip. And then next, another movement I really love is this chest supported row. I sometimes prefer this over a traditional bent over row because if you have any type of back pain, being chest supported is going to help you out a lot with reducing that back pain, and it's a little bit easier to progress. Then we're going to pop over to the dual cable machine to finish up on our last 3 exercises, starting with this behind the back cable lateral raise. And I wanted to show you guys how I set up for this movement. So facing away from the cable, just think left arm goes with right cable and vice versa. That way you can pull it up like I'm doing here. The cable coming from behind the back makes it a lot more challenging, so definitely go light on these if you need to. And last, we're doing a superset. I love supersets. My clients love them as well. They make the workout go by a lot faster. So we're supersetting tricep extensions first, and then pause for about 15-20 seconds and get right into these cable bicep curls. And when you make sure that you choose a weight that's challenging enough for you, after 3 rounds of this superset, your arms will be on fire, but that's fine. It's the end of the workout and we're finishing up with a 20-minute incline walk. But definitely pick the form of cardio you like the best. You made it through Monday. Now we're on to Tuesday's workout, which is of course a lower body day. We're starting off with some RDLs. You can do these on the Smith machine, with dumbbells, on a barbell. Really, when it comes to RDLs, just pick the form you like the best. But whatever you choose, make sure you stick to that form for the remainder of your 8 weeks or 10 weeks or however long you're going to do the program, because keeping things consistent is how you're going to accurately track your progress. Then we did some glute bridges. I'm not going to lie, guys, this Smith machine was really shortening my range of motion. The glute bridge range of motion is shorter than a hip thrust, but it's not this short. I may do with what I had, but I definitely prefer when the Smith machine goes all the way down to the ground. This one was just a little bit short. Then we did some step ups. Anything unilateral, meaning one arm, one leg, is always going to push me and challenge me. And here I'm really trying to keep most of my weight in the working leg. I'm slightly tapping that back foot and really pushing up through the working leg and really trying to focus on pushing and using my glutes. And just those 3 exercises alone damn near took me out, but we're not done yet. We're on the hamstring curl machine. And normally for this session, I do a seated hamstring curl machine and I save the lying hamstring curl for later in the week, but I do not like the seated hamstring curl machine at this gym, so I just went with the lying option for this session. This is a part of the reason why I'm crazy and I have like multiple gym memberships. And then we're finishing up with some leg extensions, really pushing myself going to failure on all 3 of these sets. And again, we are finishing up with cardio. Pick the cardio that you like the best that you can stick to. And speaking of cardio, we are moving on to Wednesday's workout, which is, you guessed it, core and cardio. You can do sprints outside, you can do sprints on the treadmill, you can do sprints on the bike like I'm doing here. I do about a 3 to 5 minute warm up, and then I alternate 2 minutes in the saddle, 2 minutes out of the saddle until I get to 20 minutes. The gear that you choose is definitely going to be up to you, but you want to choose a gear that's going to allow you to actually finish your 20-minute session and keep your heart rate up. Now we're doing core, baby. I used to be a chronic core skipper. I'm so glad those days are over. Starting with some leg raises. You want to make sure your back stays flat on the floor. Putting your hands under your glutes will make it a little bit easier. Then we're doing some Russian twists. I don't know why these damn near take me out every time. As you can see, my feet are on the floor because I needed a little bit of an easier version. Then I did some dead bugs. These are so fun to do. I don't know why, I really just enjoyed this part. Then Then I finished up with some medicine ball plank passes. I did each of these movements for 45 seconds with a minute rest in between, and I did 3 rounds of this. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a Saturday workout person. I love a good weekend workout, so I rest on Thursday. Here I am on Friday. I guess I was happy because I got to work out with my boyfriend all week. I typically don't get to do that, and also it was Friday, so I was happy about that. And it was full body Friday, so we're starting off with some pull-ups. I guess because of my big huge glutes, I still can't do a pull-up, so we're doing some assisted pull-ups. I do not like the assisted pull-up machine. I'd much rather do a banded pull-up. I think that's much better practice, but I had forgotten my bands today, so we just did assisted pull-ups instead. Then I did a barbell overhead press. This is such an underrated full body movement. Your back gets involved, your core, your glutes, everything is fired up to keep that bar stable over your body. You really want to engage your glutes, squeeze your core, keep your whole body tight. You don't want to overly arch your back, and you're going to feel this everywhere in your upper body. Then it's the girl we all love to hate, Miss Bulgarian. We had some Bulgarian split squats on the menu today. I hate doing these, but yet they always end up in my programming. A lot of people ask me why I take my shoes off in the gym. It just helps me feel a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more stable. Ironically, this bench was very unstable. I probably should have moved over to my left a little bit, but you know, hindsight's 2020. Then I'm doing some hyperextensions. I love this movement. This is one of my top favorite movements for my glutes. I just feel the most engagement when I do this movement. I'm rounding my back at the top slightly just to get a little bit more engagement with my glutes. Then we did some chest flies on the cable machine. I always feel so strong when I do this, even though I'm literally doing maybe like 15 pounds, but I feel really strong doing this movement. Then finishing up, we got another superset, y'all. I love supersets. It just makes me feel like I'm fast forwarding through the end of my workout, even though I'm still pushing myself. So we're doing tricep extensions first, and then we're going to superset that with rear delt flies. I would have preferred to do this with both arms, but that cable machine was taken, so we're just doing it single arm. And finally, congratulations, you made it to the last workout of the week. It is a lower body day. We're starting off with squats. You can't really see my feet at this angle, but my heels are elevated because, for one, I do have pretty bad ankle mobility. It is something I'm working on, and I want to get more quad out of this movement anyway, so we're elevating our heels. Squats can be very taxing, and if this is just too unstable for you because of a back injury or another reason, feel free to do a hack squat. Then we moved into some RDLs. Again, you can do this with the barbell, but I don't know, I've just been feeling these dumbbells lately, and if you have back pain when you have RDLs, the dumbbells tend to make it easier on your back. So if you have back pain, try them with dumbbells. Next in this workout is hip thrust, but again, this Smith machine is not ideal for hip thrust. You can see the little hooks do not go all the way to the bottom. It shortens your range of motion. This is why I'd never do this workout at this gym, but I had to just make do with what I had. Next, I'm doing some deficit Smith machine reverse lunges, and my biggest pet peeve when I see people do this movement is that they don't use the deficit, meaning the reason that you're elevating that front foot is so that when you go down in your lunge, you get a greater stretch, a greater range of motion. So if you're not going to take that back knee all the way to the ground, what do you have the deficit for? So make sure you get that back knee to the ground. And then I finish up both my lower body days with a hamstring curl and a leg extension. But for the hamstring curl, we're mixing it up a little bit. We're going to do 1 rep and then a quarter rep at the top, and that counts as 1, and you're going to do that until failure. So you're going to do 1 full rep, 1 quarter rep at the top, and then keep going to failure. Your hamstrings will be on fire. And then finish up with your leg extensions. You finish this lower body day and you finished your week. All right, y'all, so that is it for this video. That is my full 5-day workout split. Don't forget to save this video, put me in your back pocket, take me to the gym with you, and let me know in the comments below if you're gonna give this split a try. But that is all for this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.